Hey, Slave Lake Mayor update for March 18th. I want to take a quick second to talk about kind of our COVID, our numbers and vaccinations. So first off, we're in just over a year into COVID, and some days it feels like 10 years. One thing I really want to say is congratulations to Slave Lake. Right now our current cases sit at 2 active cases. I think this comes from businesses and employees and employers taking this seriously, people taking precautions out there. The message I continue to send, and is probably the most important one, is if you have symptoms, get tested, stay home. If you've been around someone that has been positive for COVID, stay home. It spreads from those things happening, and so if we contain that when it's an issue, that's the difference between success and failure. So I do want to say that vaccinations obviously is the big part of moving forward. I think everyone has a different level where they feel comfortable on that. Me, myself, I'll be getting the vaccination as soon as I can because I'm looking for the world to return to normal. I'm looking for people's job security to return to normal, businesses to return to normal, and kids' school environment to return to normal. Vaccinations right now, the province, we're into Group 2A. And that's anyone born between 1947 and 1956, as well as First Nation, Métis and Inuit born 1971 or earlier, and lastly staff and seniors of licensed supportive living facilities that haven't been done already. If you fall into one of these 3 groups, I encourage you to go on to Alberta Health Services and register to get the vaccination done. They're doing it at the same place that we're doing our COVID testing center there over at the fire hall. Additionally, you can also call Rexall. They're doing it here in town, so I know that there's other pharmacies in town that are going through the process to get licensed to do it here. I'm excited to see these vaccinations rolling out in our communities. Been getting a lot of pressure about restrictions, and people are tired of them. Sign me up at the top of the list. It's been over a year. It feels like 10 years, and I think that Slave Lake has been a community that we've been blessed with low numbers and people that pay attention, and we're also geographically in a situation where I think we don't feel the risk is as high as in other communities and other zones and other cities. And so I encourage you to focus on your physical health, but I encourage you to focus on mental health as well. It's a big proponent of being strong as a community and getting through this pandemic. So luckily the weather is opening up here and things are warming up, and you're seeing more people outside. We're allowed to gather with up to 10 people outside, and the expectation is next week we'll see some more restrictions lifted, and so I think that we're moving in the right direction. Our biggest concern at this point is the variant. If we start to see those things kind of take off, they work a lot more aggressively than the current strain. Luckily, so far we've seen very extremely low numbers of that in this region, if any, and I'm very excited and hope that it stays that way. So Slave Lake, keep doing what you're doing. I encourage you to get your vaccination if that's something that's a priority to you. Go to Alberta Health Services website or call Rexall, and I'm excited to see things move forward and excited for some more restrictions to be lifted next week.